Feature Friday.
The freshest. Oh my goodness, what the guacamole.
So I found this, and it's also, we spoke about it on the podcast with Jason, and a lot of you guys said actually someone who also won a competition and then went on to become very successful was none other than Regine Velasquez in 1989. She actually won another one. Look at me being a historian.
Oh,
In
wow,
1984. Called something like Singing Campeón, something like that. But this one was a different one called like Asia's Best Voices or something along those lines.
And that's where her thing comes.
She won this. This is the second competition she had won. But I think this is one of the first sort of performances. Well, it's certainly one of the first performances she's ever done on television.
Wow.
So
cool.
let's give this a go.
This is a gem for sure.
It's called "You'll Never Walk Alone."
All right, so can we just have a moment?
Pacific Singing Contest.
Pacific Singing Contest.
Asia Pacific Singing Contest.
Can we also have a moment for that black dress? I know that she is the moderator, but don't you ever look at vintage clothing and think, bring it back?
Go on.
No, just me?
Yeah.
Never walk alone. A whole orchestra. Regine Velasquez. Oh, it's in Cantonese. There's like a whole aired in Canton, like in Chinese TV. Oh my God, yes. I love the 80s.
She has short hair.
She has it tied the back, I think. Wow, look at that arena. That was terribly difficult.
She has short hair, doesn't she?
I think it's pulled back.
Dude, I just found this.
Okay.
This what is it? Vinyl
Yeah.
called 19,
Yeah.
which was released in 1989. She was, I think, obviously it says that she's 19
Debut.
years old, and
Is
was
that her debut album?
perhaps not her debut album, but perhaps the one after this show.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure. It cost $300.
Wow! That is a collectible. Show the cover art.
And yeah,
Show
she
the
did have short hair.
Show the cover art. Show it.
Here.
If you have that vinyl,
Vinyl.
you
that's it.
have a collectible right there.
Dude.
How
what?
freaking cool! Let me know if any of you have it on on the comments down below. That was so cool.
Did any of you watch this when it happened?
Woohoo! That's actually a
Not
really
that
good
long
question.
ago. Like 40 years, right? 30 something.
Oh God, Efra, I'm terrible at maths.
Me too, I just say numbers.
Prove it. And that's your signature Regine right there. Oh my God, I got goosebumps all over. Oh my goodness, and a curtsy? Are you crazy? I feel like I just witnessed history. That is ridiculousness. But you know what's awesome? You know what's awesome? I love when you get to see the beginnings, the makings of, the greatest star, the fantastic singer, the legend, the living, breathing legend that she is. Because, you see things, you see things that prevail through years and years, and yeah, you can talk about her delivery, yeah, you can talk about vocal evolution or whatever, But there are some things that just are unchanged. The stage presence, that delivery, the fact that she's still a freaking princess on stage now and she was then, and the gentleness, the very gentle approach to such a difficult piece, the modulation, how very smart, how very clever, how tasteful a lot of these things are, and how refined she was at the beginning of, how very clean and glamorous it all is, right? It's not a diamond in the rough. You're buying a Tiffany ring. You know, this is a complete package. So the if that was the beginning, you were bound to see a star bloom, and we have.
It's very hard, isn't it? Like, to be able to... I mean, I feel like I'm fucking mind blown here.
Me too. I feel like I just witnessed history.
Like, it's so hard to, like,
wow, I was totally
digest.
blinded.
I don't think we've ever done that, where we sort of watch like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like straight watch and just kind of like taking it all in.
It's so weird.
But the whole environment was kind of surreal, wasn't it? I kind of felt like I was watching, you know, when you watch like a Disney princess movie that it's like the first ever made, like Snow White. When you watch it and
I've never seen it.
I know, but I'm just saying. Well, I don't know, seeing your favorite tennis player play when they were like at the beginning of their careers, and then you're seeing it all seems so surreal, dreamlike.
Well, to think that, like, for example, you see, you know, someone like Nadal or Roger Federer at the really early on.
Yeah.
You know, when Nadal's like a 16-year-old boy.
Definitely.
And you're like, what the fuck? This guy's gonna win Roland Garros more than 10 times.
There you go. It's like seeing something that is so surreal and it feels so alien, and if I don't know, it feels like a Salvador Dali type of painting. It's surreal and it's ethereal and it needs explanation, but at the same time it's self-explanatory.
It's very odd.
And you lose all context of time and relative to it all. It's so
hard to put into words, but yes, it's as if you were looking at, you're obviously looking at the past, but it's really hard to comprehend that person there didn't know at that point that they were going to become what they are now.
Yeah, that's a very great point.
It's as if it's as if you're seeing the stars align for them, and you know
this is the greatest moment of it all.
Yeah, and you have this sort of, you know, most of the time you can't see it happen, can you? But because it's already happened for them, you can look back at it and see what it looks like when stars align for someone, and what history in the making looks like. It's really odd. And you know, the funny thing is, like, maybe people at that point didn't know that she was going to be, you know, a successful artist 30 years from now at the top of the game. Probably no one would have known, but maybe some people saw it. It would be so intriguing to see what she thinks of, like, I couldn't find her first ever audition. I'm trying to, though, hard. If any of you could, you know, also attempt to find it, or you found it already, and do send it to me, or do drop it in the comments. I would love to check that out, because
that would be a treat.
It's like, you know, it's like fucking watching, I don't know, Michael Jackson's first ever singing video. It's like, what the fuck? Or dancing video. Or it's like watching, you know, I watched this video years ago of Phil Collins when he was like thinking of recording a self-made album where he was everyone.
Yeah.
You know, thinking about where the thought originated.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa.
That was so visionary.
So,
I remember,
I do hope it was pleasurable, at least, to watch. And
if you've seen this already, what were your opinions of it when it first came out, when you first saw it? And if there's anything else that you'd like us to go back in this time machine for, leave it down in the comment section below, and we will totally check it out. I think
it'll also put into perspective to people who may not be as familiar, or perhaps with the past, or maybe young as we are, put it to perspective, like, the past.
Oh, how bizarre is that?
Anyways, goodbye.